What's up, guys? It's been rough, and I'm not taking it well. And I need to talk to people. That's all. I'm not doing great. I'm having a day and a half, man. What's up, Timeout King? New vending. I've had several breakdowns today, let's just say. And I'm sure I'm bringing up more here. I'm really sad. It was tough, guys. So it's a very hard decision to make, and not one that we made lightly. But things were happening. Pinkie Pie was, struggling to move. She was struggling to go to the bathroom. If you know guinea pigs, they eat parts of their own poop to redo nutrients that they may have missed the first time. So what happens is their body will break stuff down, and then sometimes in that waste there's still nutrients, and they will eat part of that waste to get the nutrients back again. They'll get the full amount of nutrients. And sometimes what they do is they will like bend down like that, like straight down underneath them, and pick a poop out of their butt, basically. And I guess they can tell by smell as to which ones are the good ones and which ones aren't. And just there were several times today that Pinkie Pie, well, I say today, but yesterday, that Pinkie Pie, you could tell she was trying to bend and she couldn't. Like, she couldn't even lift herself up to bend, and we knew she was struggling. She had lost a lot of weight. She was very skinny. So, and she didn't want to be in the cage today. Every time we put her back in the cage, she would weak until we picked her up again. And when we held her, she just, her eyes just got like that real tired, like, I'm real tired, I just want to rest. And she would fall asleep on us. No, it wasn't cancer. We don't know what it is. I mean, she was 4.5 years old. I don't know if just old age played a part in it. That she was just getting, old and tired and slowing down, or if it was the meds she was on, because she was peeing blood and she had bloody poops. So we had her on medicine for that. We had her on like antibiotics and anti-inflammatory and painkillers and stuff for her feet, because she had bumblefoot a couple weeks ago. And if you don't know what bumblefoot is, it's like an infection of the foot, and that usually clears up pretty quick if you treat it. And so, I mean, we were treating it. We were on it pretty quick. And I think she just was too old. Her little body just couldn't fight off that infection. So I think that's part of it too. So we were holding her, like I said, we were watching her, and you can just tell that it was time. And we didn't want her to suffer. We didn't want her to be in any more pain. Because you can tell, like, when she was trying to poop, like, she would shake, like, trying to push it out. So we just didn't want her to be in pain anymore. So we called the vet. Luckily, they were able to get her in. They took us to a special room where they put down pets. You know, they have a couple of these rooms, and you know, it's real nice. It's a nice room with you know, calming stuff in it, and we got to hold her for a while and talk to her. And she wasn't maintaining her body temperature. She was very cold to the touch. Usually guinea pigs are very warm. And she was just cold to the touch. Like, her body was colder than normal. So we kept her in blankets. And you could tell she was just very weak. You know, we said our goodbyes, and that was it. You know, we just, you know, they said, you know, take as much time as you need in a room with her. Just come get us. We'll be right outside the door. So whenever you're ready, just come get us. So we spent some time with her. Took a couple of last pictures. And then we went and got the vet tech. You know, after like a half an hour or so with her, we knew it's, you know, the time was there, and that's it. That's the last time we saw her. And I went out to Uber tonight because I need to make a little bit of money to pay the bills. And one of my rides took me right by the vet where we took her. Of course, that triggered everything again. And just, I had to stop for a while. Just, you know, break down again. And I got back on the road and just did what I had to do, but you know, it was heavy eyes, heavy heart, trying to be an energetic, bubbly Uber driver. And you know, people ask you, hey, how's your night going? Oh, not great. You know, I wasn't trying to play to anybody's sympathy or anything. I just, you know, I just tell them the truth because that's who I am, man. I tell the truth. So, and I mean, I know she's just a guinea pig, but I mean, we had her for 4.5 years, man. You know, we found a lady who was the breeder in Tustin, Michigan. And as soon as we saw a picture of the litter of the skinny pigs, you know, she had a litter of them. We saw Pinkie Pie, and I said, that's our Pinkie. I mean, you could see it through the pictures. Like, she was our piggy. We fell in love immediately. And 2 months after she was born, we went out. We drove out there. It's a 8.5 hour drive, and that was the first time I stopped and met Carson and Trevor and Mr. D out there in Detroit on the way. And then we went over and we picked her up, and I remember that whole drive home, man. I was so nervous. That drive home that morning, that day, so fucking nervous. And the travel cage we brought her in, she hid underneath the hay pile the entire time. Michelle was trying to talk to her, but of course they got to get used to you. And we brought her home. We had her cage. She was so happy. First couple days, obviously very skittish. Not wanting to be touched. Not bitey or anything. Not like defensive, but just prey animals, new people, and they're family members, of course. And then we felt bad. We're like, maybe she's lonely. Maybe we need to get her a friend. And that's when we contacted the breeder again. She had another litter from the same parents. So it was the same parents. It was, Pinkie Pie's younger sister. We saw another one. Like, as soon as we saw the pictures, the lady sent us all the pictures. She goes, "You have your pick." And we saw Penelope. And the lady told us she's sassy. She's a sassy one. And so we drove back out there again. Stopped and saw Carson, Trevor, and Mr. D again. Got to see the first Claw Crazy warehouse. And did some scratcher tickets with them I brought from Pennsylvania here. And drove back out, got Penelope. Got her in the cage. And she was a little bit more warmed up. She was still skittish because she was only a month old, but I think she was a little bit. She was a month younger than Pinkie Pie when we got her, when we picked up Penny, and she wasn't as skittish. I think she was already used to the people because the lady that bred her, held the piggies regularly, and we brought her home and introduced the two of them together, and they never drew blood. They nipped at each other occasionally, but they never drew blood. They never really got along, but they never fought either, They just lived together. And so it's hard to say if Penelope misses her. She's not acting any different. Nothing seems different. I don't know if she knows, but I guess we'll see. But just, So, we had Pinkie Pie, like I said. 4.5 years we had her. She was 4 years, 7 months old. And born June 11th, 2018. And crossed the Rainbow Bridge January 27th, 2023. So, it was tough. Still tough. We opted for a private cremation with her, and so we're gonna get her. We'll get her remains back, and we'll get her remains back, and we'll. They're gonna do a little paw print thing on a mold, and I'm sure we're gonna have a hard time with that when we get that back. So. I'm just doing something real quick here. I mean, we're both obviously taking it rough. I think I'm taking it harder than Michelle because she was my little girl. And, you know, she was my little baby. Obviously, my favorite. There was no lie about that. There was no hiding that. You know, she was my favorite. Mm-hmm. And these, God damn it, these breakdowns I'm having, I'm basically just thinking about how I'm not going to be able to hold her again, snuggle with her, see her again in the cage. You know, coming home and when I say, "Hi girls, how you doing?" walking in the door because they're right there near the front door. Now I'm just going to have to say, "Hi Penelope, how you doing?" You know, I kind of thought this was coming because, you know, she was losing weight. She lost all her fur on her nose. It all went away. And I said, you know, she's getting older. I said, you know, she's not... you know, I didn't know how much longer we had with her. About a month ago, I said that. I said, look, you know, she's 4.5, and she's, you know, getting on the upper end of the guinea pig life cycle, and she was losing weight, like I said, and, you know, I kind of just saw it coming. There were, you guys didn't see it, but there were many days that I would just hold her and cry with her, let her know I loved her. But, you know, the last 2 days, it got tough because she was very lethargic. She wasn't drinking as much water. You know, when she was eating, it was really slow eating. You know, just... You know, and I hated to see her like that. I hated to see her dying, basically. You know, I wanted to be selfish. I wanted to hold on to her for at least another day. But, you know, Michelle convinced me that, you know, she wasn't retaining body heat. She was cold. She was very lethargic. And we just, you know, she convinced me it was time, that we had to do it. So, like I said, we took her over to vet, and, you know, it was very hard. You know, we call them cuddle sacks. They're these little, like wool, like, sacks they can sit in to stay warm, you know. We took her over in a cuddle sack, and you know, bringing the empty cuddle sack home, that was rough, you know. And, you know, the thing was, when Piglet died, if you guys remember Piglet, you know, he died in God, when was that? June of 2018, early June. And we had a hole in our hearts. You know, we were lonely. We didn't have the little piggy anymore. And 2 weeks after he died, you know, Pinkie Pie was born. And like I said, when we saw those pictures, those first pictures, like I said, we immediately fell in love. And like I said, we brought her home and we started holding her, and just, you know, as a pet, as a family member, she literally felt like Piglet reincarnated. She literally was Piglet again. And I'm convinced, I'm 100% convinced it was Piglet just with us again. And now that hole is there again. A hole in our lives. I know. I just feel so bad having to do that, you know? But I know it was for the right thing to do, because, like I said, she was suffering, and I didn't want her to suffer anymore. She was, you know, she was in discomfort, and I didn't want her to be in discomfort anymore. So, I mean, I know she's at peace, but, you know, there's an old saying that death only affects the living. And it's true. You know, the dead affect the living, and isn't that true? So I'm just, you know, I'm distraught. I'm gonna try to sleep here in a little bit. I don't know what else to do. I just needed to talk, and I thank you guys for being here, for being awesome, an awesome community, awesome fans. And, you know, just listening to me here, you know, babble like bawling my eyes out like a baby, you know. Because I don't know what else to do. I'm, you know, I would sit here before, you know, when I wanted to stream earlier, just to be normal, and Dawn and Carson had told me, just don't. They're like, don't. And, you know, and I sat here. I would sit out there in the living room and just stare at the TV, but I wasn't really watching. I'd come in here and just hands on my head, just sitting here without even a computer screen on, just, you know, just staring at nothing. Go lay in bed and just stare at the wall. You know, I didn't know what to do, and I was just, you know, I know I have to eat. I've barely eaten in the last day and a half here. Just because I'm just so distraught. I'm just, like, I want to eat, I want to stress eat, but then I don't have an appetite. And to answer your question, new vending, no. The lady stopped breeding after we got Penelope, and I'm actually kind of worried for her. Michelle was friends with her on Facebook, and there was a lot of signs of that she was, you know, she got into an abusive relationship, and then she just basically vanished from Facebook. So, but you know, the one girl that we used to go to all the time at the vet, she moved an hour east of here. but she still keeps in touch with Michelle, and she's very upset too, because she loved the girls, and the girls loved her too. So we used to go to her to have her nails trimmed all the time, and just it's gonna be lonely, you know. Thank you, Rue. Thank you, everybody. I don't know if I can Leprechaun right now. Looking at photos of her, just it's hard right now for me. You know, I'm remembering her and a plush of Pinkie Pie. Oh my god, I would love that. Seriously. A plush of Pinkie Pie? Oh my god, that would be amazing. I would love that. So yeah, guys, there's stuff scheduled on the channel for you guys, so you guys don't miss anything. There's going to be videos coming out and all that, so I just want you guys to know that, you know, I'm still worried about you guys too. I want to keep you entertained, obviously. So there's stuff done, and it's going to be a few days for me to feel normal, to feel less distressed, distraught, disengaged, all the dis words, you know. It's going to be a tough few days. And I mean, it just sucks that their lives are so short, but they make such an impact on your life, you know? Yeah, there's times I feel like I'm going to hyperventilate, and times I feel like I'm going to pass out, and there's times I feel like I'm just going to get vertigo, and like, I know, like I said, part of that's because I'm not eating. Like, I want to eat, but I'm distraught. And like, when I eat, I try to take a bite of food, and I just my brain goes to Pinkie Pie, and I start like choking up like this, and then I can't eat. Thanks, Max. Yeah, guys, I'm just, you know, I don't want anybody to be sad. You know, guys, just be happy that we had her. Be happy that you enjoyed her, that I brought her on stream a few times. You know, had her in some live streams. You guys got to see her and enjoy her. And she was my baby girl. And at least we have the memories, you know. I have all those pictures on my phone, and Michelle has all those pictures of her. I mean, we took plenty, trust me, we took plenty of pictures with her and the girls. And you know, at least we have those. You know, I have, it's sitting here somewhere. I have the one from Harold Nault. He took that picture and blew it up with me and Michelle and the girls, and I'm sweating. Like, I'm sweating because I don't know why. like stress sweats or something. I don't know. Oh yeah, new vending all the times whenever the cage was over there from my computer here in the old living room on the old apartment, and when they would, you know, Penny, leave your sister alone. Penny, stop chewing the cage. Don't worry, I got a bag of these right here. Okay? I got these Kellogg's Club Crisps. I'm gonna devour this thing after the stream, trust me. I'm just gonna sit here, I'm gonna watch YouTube videos, and I'm just gonna freaking devour those. Yeah, I know Fusion Developer, I know. So I'm gonna eat those because I'm hungry, but it's also stress eating. And I mean, you know, just talking it out. I think just talking it out for me is helping a little bit. I mean, yes, I'm gonna break down. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna have those moments when things pop into my head of remembrance, and you know, like I said, I'm sweating. I don't know why. I'm just sweating, like profusely. Don't ask me why. I don't know why. I'm hot. It feels like. It feels like I'm just gonna pass out. Like I'm overwhelmed, and I'm so just. And I mean, I know there's gonna be my trolls out there that are gonna watch this and be like, "Ha ha, idiots crying over a guinea pig, ha ha." Like, shut up. You know, I just. So yeah, I'm having a rough time, that's all. And like I said, they give us the option of there's the mass cremation, which is where they do a bunch of animals together and you don't know if you're getting the remains or not, and then the private cremation. We chose the private. Obviously it's a little bit pricier, but we wanted that so we know we could have her remains. And you know, I don't know, everything, you know, just everything. It's tough, and you know, I don't have anything to drink. If I wanted to pour myself a drink, I don't think I have anything to drink. I don't have anything. I don't have any pop. I don't have any Coke Zero. I don't have any of that shit. Yeah, it's just been a mess, guys, and it's been tough, so. You know, and I'm one of those people, I'm really spiritual. I'm you know, you know, don't confuse it with religious. I'm not religious, I'm spiritual. And you know, I feel that there's times that I'm connected to the universe, and I feel there's times that I'm not. And I've been trying to reach out right now to connect to the universe, and I'm just not having you know, a good connection to try to get some good vibes from the universe. For all the times that I've put good vibes out to people and out to the universe to help others, you know, I've been trying to get some of my own right now just to try to help me. And I think the universe just says I'm not ready yet for it, that I still need to go through this. So, oh, new vending. I could go right over to Sunoco here. I could walk over to Sunoco in 5 minutes and get a 2 liter if I wanted to, but Yeah, if it wasn't so cold outside, I'd probably be sitting outside on my phone and probably just sitting outside in the fresh air and talking to you guys and just whatever. Max, thank you for the poem there. It means a lot. You guys do that. You guys have been amazing on social media. You guys have been giving your condolences on all the different social media platforms, and it just helps to know that there's people that care. Hammer, thank you so much. It's gonna be tough. Hey Tanner. So what happened, Tanner, is one of my guinea pigs we had to put down about 12 hours ago, and I've just been having a rough time since. And we had her for 4.5 years, so it's been a really, really tough time. Just not having a good day. And can you tell I'm fidgety? Can you tell I'm just like I don't know what to do? Like I'm just fidgety and yeah, Tanner, we had to put down Pinkie Pie. My baby girl. And I called her baby girl till yesterday, and she was a trooper, man. Anytime we had her at the vet, she had a cyst on her butt or whatever it was. When she was like less than a year old, we took her over and they numbed her. They gave her like a numbing injection on her skin. They said she didn't even yelp or anything, and then they drained it. They said she was so brave. And then last week, like I said, we noticed she had blood in her urine. And the one night it got really bad. Like it wasn't even urine, it was just blood. And we took her to an emergency vet. It was like 45 minutes from here. And Michelle's like, it was like it was midnight. By the time we got home, it was almost 3 a.m. But we took her over. Michelle had to get up for work in a few hours after that. But, we took her over and they did x-rays. They did some stuff. And they're like, yeah, she's healthy. The heart's fine. And then they looked at the x-rays and they said, well, she may have some bladder stones, like calcium or mineral deposits in her bladder. But they gave her some medicine, and we were giving her some medicine. But the blood, the one night the blood like cleared up, like there was no blood in her urine, or if there was, it was very, very little. It was like there was a taint, like a tainted color, just a slight bit. And we thought, okay, she's getting better, And then, like I said, the last 2 days, she got real slow. Her eyes, like she would just sit there, her eyes would be closed a lot more than normal. We held her and she wouldn't like fidget or move. That was unusual for her. Usually she was a fidgeter. She would shake. And she just liked being held the last 2 days, and that's all she wanted. She didn't want to be in a cage. And we just, like I said, 12 hours ago, it was, I woke up at about, it was like 12:30, I think. I woke up yesterday, and I went and checked on her, and she just was not looking good. And so I grabbed her, I put her in a blanket, I held her, and she was a little bit colder than normal. She didn't have the body warmth, and I texted Michelle immediately, and I said, Michelle, I said, I don't think she's long with us. I said, I think you need to come home. So she said she got really upset at work. She talked to her boss. Her boss said, just go home. We'll cover for you. So she came home immediately, and I mean, we were just holding her and comforting her and giving her, peppers to eat, just her favorite snacks. And she would eat them, and she was real slow at eating them, just real like chomp and then chomp, chomp, chomp. Normally it's like chomp, 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 like that chewing, and she was just like chomp, 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 like real slow. And like I said, she was really lethargic. We put her back in a cage, and she would just sit there. And that was not like her. She would run to like the igloo or the cuddle sack or something to hide, That we call it the hidey, They want the hidey. They want the protection over them. And, just... What the fuck? Like, for real. What's wrong with you assholes? Like, for real. I'm sorry, Hammer, to hear that. Thank you, 108 Cam. Hammer, yeah, I'll show you a photo with her. Yeah, Tanner. Yeah, she was... Hang on, let me get one here. Here's one me with her about a week or so ago. That was her right there. A little baby girl. Yeah, she's a little cutie pie. Let me see if I can find another one. I have one of her sleeping. Here's the two girls together. There's Penny and Pinkie right there together. There's the two of them together. Yeah, she was, they were good girls. Like I said, they didn't like get along, but they didn't hate each other either. Like they lived with each other, like they tolerated each other. And there's Penny. So almost, Hammer. So like I said, Pinkie Pie was born in June of 2018, and Penny was born in November of 2018, but to the same parents. So it's two different litters. Here's Pinkie Pie eating a carrot inside of the hay bag. She loved to try to fit herself inside the hay bag for some reason. And she was eating a carrot. I took a picture, so... Yeah. Here, this is how she would sit in the hay bag. She would sit like that in the hay bag. For whatever reason. We have no idea why. But... Yeah, like I said, the last month, like I said, I noticed she had lost a lot of weight. There you go. There she is in the hay bag again. She had lost a lot of weight. She lost the fur on her nose. And she started, like, you can see her bones a lot more. And she started to get that hunch. Like, her back was really hunched. And They said when they hunch, they're usually pretty sick at that point. So, yeah. There you go. There's a picture I took with her a while ago, a few months ago. She's such a little girl. She was such a good little girl. She was a cuddler. You know, she would just sit there, you know, just hold her and give her kisses, and you know, she was just like I said, she was just like Piglet was. Like I said, I'm pretty sure she was Piglet reincarnated. What's up, Cloud Pyro? How you doing, man? I haven't seen you in a long time, man. How you doing? I know, and you know, like I said, we have her on. You know, we have a bunch of pictures of her on Facebook and with us, and you know, yeah. So I mean, I'm like I said, guys, I'm sorry for your losses too. You know, obviously losing someone, even a pet, you know, because they're part of your family, especially after that long, you know, 4.5 years, which is about the beginning of the end of the lifespan for a guinea pig. Anywhere from 4 to 6, sometimes up to 8 if you get lucky with a haired guinea pig. Usually the average is about 5. So, I mean, she was right on the cusp of 5 years old. And crunchy chips eating. Yeah, I love her. I'm going to miss her. Tomorrow, Michelle and I are cleaning out the cage. You know, Penelope's still in there, but we're gonna get rid of the second igloo that's in there, like everything. The second food bowl. Um, it's gonna be tough, you know. But I mean, we still have Penny, and she's doing okay. She's a chonker, you know. She was a, you know, Pinkie Pie at her heaviest was almost 2 pounds. But the other day she was 1 pound 3 ounces, so she had lost almost a pound of weight in the last year. So yeah, it's been a rough, like I said, about 12 hours since we went to the vet. You know, walking in, we're a mess. We're like, and the girl at the receptionist, luckily there was nobody in the front there, like nobody with dogs, nobody with cats, like there was just nobody in there except for the workers. And they're like, are you, you know, is that, do you guys have Pinkie Pie? And we're like, yeah. And she's like, okay, 1 second. She gets one of the vet techs and says, hey, you know, they're here. And yeah, so maybe another time, new vending. I don't have it in me right now. I would, but yeah, she was. She was a chunky potato, man. That's what we called them, chunky potatoes. Um, in fact, we call Penelope shithead because she's sassy. She was sassy to her sister. She would kick her out of the igloo all the time. Like she would go in and force Pinkie Pie out, and you know, she would sometimes steal snacks from Pinkie Pie, and then Pinkie Pie would steal it back, and that's when we cheer Pinkie Pie on. We'd say, "Yeah, good girl." So I'm just, you know, I'm exhausted. I didn't realize how much crying and being sad and depressed can take the energy out of you. And, you know, like I said, I want to go to sleep, but I'm afraid I'm going to have nightmares. You know, I call them nightmares, but they're going to be memories, and I'm going to wake up crying. So, like I said, I'm fidgety. Like, I don't know what to do with my hands. I don't know what to do, you know, just sitting here. So yeah, I'm just, I'm sad. So alright. Keep subscribing. I don't care. You're just helping YouTube get my channel out there. You guys are idiots. Just keep subscribing. Keep subscribing to post. That's fine. So, yeah, guys. So, I think I'm going to wrap it up here. It's been almost an hour. I want to thank you guys for hanging out and talking and, you know, sharing your stories with everything, grief and loss, and, you know, you guys sharing the ways you've coped with it to give me some ideas. So thank you. It definitely helps. Like I said, I think just talking right now has helped. You know, I didn't want to just oh yeah, Tanner, I can set it as long as I want. But I mean, they're not gonna subscribe with that because 24 hours. Live streams don't last that long, so they won't be able to do anything anyway. And here's the funny part: when they do subscribe next time I live stream, they're gonna have to sit there and wait anyway, or they're gonna subscribe since they don't know when I'm gonna go live and wait and help my numbers. So it doesn't bother me. You know, here's the thing that like I said, I'm one of those people. I'm spiritual. I believe in the universe puts you where you need to be when you need to be. Gives you the trials and tribulations you know you can handle, and it's gonna, you know, here's the thing: people are gonna get theirs. The universe is gonna get yours. So I just sit back and laugh and wait, because when your time comes for whatever's gonna happen to you. You know, like I said, I'm a strong believer in karma. Try to put the good karma out there. And what's the thing I posted the other day about haters? Haters are people that can't find their own happiness or something like that. Haters are just unhappy people who cannot find their own happiness. Yep, they're miserable, so they want to bring you down to their level. So but I thank you guys so much for everybody. What's up, Jarrell? Thank you so much. You know, guys, if you have pets, cuddle them a few extra times, you know, more than you do. You know, give them an extra cuddle each night, and just let them know you love them. So, but I think that's going to be it for me, guys. I'm just, you know, I'm gonna go to bed here soon. Try to sleep. I'm just gonna unwind and hopefully, you know, not be as sad and try to go to sleep, or maybe cry myself to sleep. I don't know. We'll see. So I know one thing's for certain: if somebody wants to take me out for drinks, I would be up for that. So we're gonna have the little new vending. We're gonna have the little, we're gonna have her remains. I don't know what type of urn we're gonna get, but we're gonna have the paw print thing too. You know, they're gonna take her front paws and they're gonna put them on a mold, and we'll have those. And so we'll have something. I'll take a picture for you guys. I'll put it on Instagram and stuff so you guys can see that when we get that. So it should be, they said, about a week or so. And yeah. So like I said, I'll let you guys know when that comes in. You'll see that. And like like I said, there's stuff scheduled on the channel, so you guys are not going to go without. There's a new public video tomorrow that's scheduled. The members had it since Wednesday. There's another members exclusive video that's scheduled. That's not scheduled. It's ready for you guys to view if you're a member. You guys can, you know, if you're a member, you can view that. There's going to be a new members video tomorrow. Well, today it's scheduled, so you guys will get that. And so that's at least the next week that's taken care of. And then Monday I'm going to record the members video, the members update video. Maybe just update people that don't know what's going on. Just let them know, you know, what happened today. So that's, you know, new vending. That probably is. It's probably frowned upon by YouTube, Google, and whoever else they're going. And you know what the best part is? That thing I posted the other day or a week or two ago, that YouTube starting in July is going to start taking a 45-55 cut. So basically, any super chats, memberships, anything like that, YouTube's going to take 45% instead of 30% now. So yay. So that's going to be fun. But again, it was never about the money, guys. I barely made enough to record videos on here and pay my editor. Now I don't have an editor, so I'm just doing everything myself right now. So obviously the videos are going to look a little different. The thumbnails are going to look a little different. I got to learn some new software again, and so, but we'll see. But yeah, guys, give your pets, if you have them, extra cuddles tonight, and tell them you love them. Just know whenever they're sick or they're not feeling well, you know, that you can help them. You know, get them to the vet or get them checked out at least, and try to take care of them as best you can. I mean, it sucks that they can't be with us longer, but unfortunately, that's a part of life. You know, death is a part of life, and that's one of those things that it's never easy. It's never easy. So, but guys, I love you so much. You guys are amazing. Thank you for just hanging out and listening to me, and you know, chatting and everything. So, yeah, you guys, you know, the good community. You guys are awesome. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna go. I don't know what I'm gonna go do. So, I know I'm gonna eat this bag of chips because, like I said, I've barely eaten today, and I need to get something else in me. And I don't really have anything else in the kitchen. So, but love you guys. Take care, and yeah. Gonna try to sleep a little bit today and everything, and just reminisce, you know, the memories, the good memories. I'm sure there's a few more cries ahead of me still. So, alright, guys, I love y'all. Please take care of each other, stay safe, and try to always have a positive mental attitude. As the wristband says, you know, my wristbands, I got to start giving these away to you guys. I have a bunch to give away. And, yeah. So, I love you guys. Take care. And, we'll see you guys later, okay? Smile.